Extremely unfortunate to what has happened at the Venkateswara Temple in Andhra Pradesh, and exclusive details that are just coming in over how the tragedy occurred. Now we are getting details of how the temple opened 4 months ago, the temple construction that was still ongoing, steel railings that collapsed that led to a rush, and eventually the stampede occurred. The temple had a footfall of around 15,000 people that the structure itself could not accommodate. The temple had single entry and exit point. Srikakulam Stampede, where it has now come to light that it was only 4 months ago that the temple had opened. The construction was not fully complete since the entry and exit routes were the same, and the steel railings that were set up had collapsed first. That led to a sort of panic among people, and that's when all of them began to rush, trying to exit through that same door, which was also the entry gate. And that is what led to the stampede. 10 people have lost their lives. Gotu Sirisha and Trade Corporation Chairman Chandrababu Rao immediately reached the spot. The CI and others are shifting the injured to nearby private and public hospitals. Apurva joining us live with further details of what we've learned with regards to the structural defects in the temple, primarily talking about how the construction was ongoing. It was only 4 months ago that the temple had opened, and basically the fact that those steel railings moved, that led to the panic.
That's right, because if you see the kind of crowd that had reached there, definitely it shows the major lapses by these temple authorities as well. Number one, not only had the temple been fully constructed, when we already saw these kind of crowds that had gathered there, it was a private temple there, and as per the standard SOPs that has been set up by the endowment department, there has to be proper, protocol that has to be followed regarding these kind of celebrations and festivities that take place in, say, private temples. That is, they have to inform the government how many people, what is the footfall that they are expecting, what are the arrangements that they've done. Is there going to be ambulances that will be on standby there? Is there going to be additional police that they will need for to management of the crowd there? All of these details that needs to be given by, say, any private temple authorities there or temple trust that wants to have these kind of celebrations. All of those major rules were routed. Number two, there were only one single entry and exit points in question there when this incident had taken place, and by the sheer number of devotees that had gathered there, you can see how suffocating it was even for these devotees. They weren't able to come out, nor were they able to go inside. It was, and ultimately it was a very dire situation in which this stampede had taken place. Number three, what we sources are stating is that there had been construction that had taken place during that time, and this particular area where the stampede took place was one of those areas where construction had taken place, and that was also one of the reasons why in the construction area having these large number of crowds led to the chaos that added to those people there also being tensed as well. And all of the people over there, as you can see, were importantly and primarily women and young children who were unfortunately stuck in this stampede that took place. And so far, what we are expecting and what we have reported is that the death toll currently stands at 10 persons who have lost their life, while several others are being grievously injured in the incident and have been rushed to nearby hospitals for treatment. We are also getting to learn that several ministers like Mr. Naidu and TDP local MNAs and other leaders have also reached the spot and are helping in the relief and rescue measures, while Andhra Pradesh IT Minister Nara Lokesh is all, and Aviation Minister and Srikakulam MP there, Naidu, he is also expected to arrive in Srikakulam in just a short while from now to the place of the accident.
Extremely unfortunate to what has happened, Apurva, and it is sheer negligence that it looks like prima facie of why the stampede occurred and what has led to the deaths of these women and children. But really, to understand how fast were the relief measures delivered, what is the condition of those who are injured, who are currently undergoing treatment, and the temple board, any response to the kind of lapses that were committed rather to say, because why was such a large footfall, or why was the temple even allowed to function and open to so many people if it could not support that kind of footfall?
That's right. In fact, we are yet to get a statement from the temple authorities there as to why they had failed on these several lapses there. Why were the lapses that these temple authorities decided to flout on? Given that Ekadashi is one of the auspicious days that is celebrated across India. This is a festival that is celebrated not only in Andhra Pradesh, not only in southern India, but across pan India. Ekadashi is celebrated where we see devotees gathering to the temple for this auspicious day as well. So the temple authorities, they are yet to give a statement on why they had flouted on these rules. Number two, as soon as the stampede had broken out from ground, all the people that you can see reaching out for help are the local public there who are trying to get these people out from those areas, trying to desperately save them from the stampede like situation. Most of the like I told you, most of the people who were stuck in this stampede like situation were unfortunately women and children who had sustained grievous injuries. In fact, as soon as the news broke out that the stampede had taken place, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu had taken stock of the situation on ground, had called the local authorities as well as the police and instructed that help reach the people who have been affected at the earliest possible as well. From local MLAs to ministers in charge of the district to leaders and cadres of alliance parties as well as from the YSRCP have reached on the ground and are attempting to save the people, those who have been trapped in this unfortunate stampede.
Apurva, these are very, very disturbing visuals. Only to imagine what those people must have gone through in those very critical moments. And the fact that, so many stampedes have been reported in the recent times. And the fact that we're just not able to handle such crowds, such congregations. In this particular case, it happened at this temple. And that too at about 11:30 in the morning. So this sort of a chaos to occur, but of course now these reasons that are coming to light, we wait and watch how the state takes action, and most importantly the temple board also holds those accountable for why this chaos occurred. I want to thank you, Apurva, for getting us those details.